Hi, my name is Nurfazli binti Muhammad Salim. My metric number is A23A1844. So today our group will present on the application of mathematics and statistics in business. The main focus for our project is to analyze the life insurance cost dataset. In this analysis, we are provided with 1,338 customer data. Our main objective is to study what factors directly affect our dependent variable, which is charges or annual insurance costs. So we divide the variable into several critical factors. For hard factors, we look at age, BMI and also smoking status of the customer. In addition, we also take into account the number of dependents according to the children variable as well as demographic factors such as gender and region of their residence. Through these variables, we will be able to see the pattern and how insurance companies access the risk of their customer. Next, how we analyze this large dataset. We use IBM Spss software. We run descriptive statistics to look at the basic feature of the data such as the mean, median and detect any outliers. After that, we move on to inferential statistics to test hypotheses. Here, we use t-test to compare costs between smoker and non-smokers, while ANOVA tests are used to see cost differences by region. Overall, this project demonstrates 4 key functions of statistics in the business world. First, statistics accurately present fact. Instead of us saying many customers smoke, our SPSS statistic proved that 456 out of 1,338 people are smokers. Second, it simplifies complex data. From 1,338 messy row of data, we simplify it into average and charge. Third, it allows us to make fair cost comparison between groups. And fourth, it broadens our experience and understanding of the impact of the real cost of living in the insurance industry. Overall, this analysis not only tests our theoretical understanding but also has a practical impact for insurance companies to determine fair prices. So that's all from me. I pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nurul Salsabila binti Muhammad Lufi and my metric number is A23A1481. So I will continue about sampling and data selection. So for this study, we use probability sampling, which is specifically simple random sampling. This method gives every individual in the population an equal chances of being selected. It helps ensure that the sample represents the population fairly, reduce bias and improve the validity and reliability of the research findings. As the selection is entirely random, the result can be generalized to the wider population. Based on the list, we already extract the last 2 digits of the magic number from all of us. After that, take the smallest and the largest number from the extract 2-digit numbers, where 500 minus 44, the smallest 2-digit number cases, from the first 500 plus 81, the largest 2-digit number. So the smallest get 456 and the largest got 581. Then we need to delete the remaining cases. Here are the steps. So the first one is open the data set, provide and click on data. The second one is click select cases. Number 3, click random sample of cases, then click on sample. Number 4, then click exactly and put the smallest number 44 and the largest number 81. Number 5, choose filter and click sort ascending. Then all the selected and unselected data appear based on the list. Finally, highlight all the unselected data, click edit and select kite. So the remaining of the list is 44 data selected from the 1,338 observation. So next, I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Salam sejahtera. My name is Nurul Husna binti Mak Kasim, matrix number A23A1851. For my part, I will present about the descriptive statistic. Descriptive statistic usually used to report the whole data description before analyzing the data using inferential statistics. The overall performance and data spread using descriptive statistics can be run by the researcher. There are 2 general methods of statistics that can be applied, which are measure of central tendency that use mode, median, and mean in describing the data, and secondly is measure of spread that use range, quartiles, variance, and standard deviation in reporting the spread of data. So next is 3.1, that is numerical descriptive measure that can get from using central tendency method. So the first step is open analyze and click descriptive statistic. Second is click descriptive, and third is select the numerical descriptive, which is BMI, age, charges, and children into variable box. The step is like what the picture that I put in the slide. The fourth step is click option and tick mean, standard deviation, minimum and maximum, then click continuous. Lastly, click OK and you will get the box of the descriptive statistic that I put in the slide. So next is 3.2, that is graphical representation graph in SPSS. So the first is histogram. To build a histogram, here are the steps. So the first is open graph and click chart builder. Second is choose histogram and drag histogram into the chart area. Third is do it one by one for 4 graphs such as age, BMI, charges, and children into x-axis. So for the step that we build the histogram, we will get the 4 histogram. The first is a histogram of age, second is histogram of BMI, third is histogram of charges, and lastly is histogram of children. So the histogram of age, we can see that the mean is 39.58 years and standard deviation is 14.57 years. For the BMI, the mean is 30.76 and standard deviation is 5.91. For the charges, the mean is 30,161.36 and the standard deviation is 12,109.16. Lastly, for the children, the result indicate that the majority of respondents have a small family or no children, as the frequency decreased steadily with an increase in the number of the children. This shows that smaller family size are common among the respondents in the study population. So the next is pie chart. So how to build the pie chart? Here are the steps. So the first is open analyze and click descriptive statistic. Second, click frequencies. Third, move to the variables such as gender, smoker, region, children into the variable box. Fourth is click statistic and tick median, mean, standard deviation, quartiles, minimum and maximum, then click continue. The fifth is click chart and tick pie chart, then continue. The last step is click OK. So from this step, you will get the table of frequency statistic and you will get the pie chart. This is the pie chart that we get from the before step. So the pie that we get is smoker distribution, region distribution, and the children distribution. So from the smoker distribution, we can saw that non-smoker represented by the light blue sector, and the smoker form a distinct minority represented by the dark green sector. So from the chart demonstrate that non-smoker heavily dominate the sample, outnumbering smoker by a ratio of nearly 4:1. So next is for the region distribution pie chart. We can see the Southeast region constitute the largest segment, accounting for 27.19%. Southwest region at 24.56%. Northeast and Northwest display an equal distribution, each comprising exactly 24.12%. So overall, no single region heavily dominate the data set. So lastly is for the children distribution pie chart. So from this pie chart, the measure proportion of the sample consists of respondents with no children.
Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Sharikwan bin Samsul Razil, my metric number ATF31303. In this session, I will explain about hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing is a statistical method used to determine whether a research claim is supported by data. Before developing hypothesis, researchers need to review relevant literature to identify possible relationship of different among variables. There are two types of hypothesis. The first is the null hypothesis (HO), which is assume that there is a significant relationship or difference between variables. The second is alternative hypothesis (HA), which suggests that a significant relationship or difference exists. The main objective of hypothesis testing is to decide whether to reject or fail to reject the null hypothesis. If we reject HO, it means that the findings support our research hypothesis. However, if we fail to reject HO, there is insufficient evidence to support the alternative hypothesis. Next, there are two types of statistical tests, one-tailed and two-tailed tests. Okay, in one-tailed test is used when the research predicts to a specific direction of the relationship, either positive or negative. In contrast, a two-tailed test is used when no specific direction is predicted. To make decision, research commonly use significant use level 0.05, which is represent 95% confidence level, and 0.01, which represent 99% confidence level. For statistical analysis, an independent t-test is used to compare the means between two groups such as the gender and smoking status. Meanwhile, a one-way ANOVA is used to compare mean among more than two groups such as different region and categories of children. If ANOVA show a significant result, post hoc tests in conduct to identify which specific group different from each other. Hi, next I will present the section for 4.2 using t-test. Okay, an independent t-test is a statistical method used to compare the mean value between two independent groups. In the study, the t-test will conduct to determine whether there is significant difference in age, BMI, and insurance charge between different groups of respondents. Therefore, comparison was made between male and female respondents. We assume the male have higher BMI and insurance charges compared to females. The second comparison when between smoker and non-smoker, with the expected smoker to have higher insurance charges than non-smoker. Before performing the independent test, several assumptions by be specified. First, the observation from each group must be independent. Second, the data should be approximately normally distributed because the t-test is a parametric and statistical test. Third, the variation between the group should be relatively equal. Okay, to verify the normality assumption, a normality test was conducted before running the independent t-test. If the data do not meet the normality requirement and non-parametric alternative announced as the main u-test should be instead. In Spss, the analysis was performed by selecting analysis, then compare mean, follow the independent sample test. The variable charges was entered as the test variable, while smoker was selected as the grouping variable. The group were defined as a 0 for non-smoker and 1 for smoker before running the analysis. The output generated by Spss include the crude static table in the independent sample test table and the effect size table. This output helps us determine whether the difference between the group are statistically significant. Next, I will present section 4.3 using analysis of variance ANOVA. One-way ANOVA or analysis of variance is a statistical technique used to compare the mean value of these three more groups. The purpose of the test is to determine whether there are significant difference among the group being studied. In the research, one-way ANOVA when used to examine whether each BNI insurance charges differ significantly across different regions and number of different children. Before conducting the ANOVA test, it is important to ensure that data meet certain assumptions. The first data should be approximately normally distributed. Second, the variance among the groups should be relatively equal, which is known as the homogeneity of variance assumption. In the normality assumption is a certified a non-parametric alternative called the Korsakoff-Wallis test can be used instead. The performed analysis in SPSS, we selected and analyzed the compare means followed by one-way ANOVA. The variable charges we entered to the dependent list while region and was selected vector variable. We also enable descriptive, statistic, and homogeneity of variance tests. After that, post-Hotsuki test was conducted to identify which is a specific group show the significant difference. The SPR output provide the ANOVA, the table, and Purhu's comparison result. These results help the research determine whether significant difference exists among the group and identify exactly where those differences occur. In conclusion, one-way ANOVA is a used statistical method for comparing multiple groups, while the Purhu's test provide more detailed information about which group differ significantly from one another. Thank you.
Salam sejahtera. My name is Muhammad Nadas bin Sasuddin. My matric number is A23A1565. In conclusion, the statistics analysis of the life insurance charge data using IBM as SPSS provide important insight into the factor affecting insurance costs. Descriptive statistics we are used to summarize key variables such as age, BMI, and charges. Inferential statistics including t-test show that there were no significant difference in age, BMI, and insurance charge between male and female. However, significant difference was found between smoke and non-smoker. Whereas smoke had much higher insurance charge. Overall, the finding highlights smoking status as a major factor influencing life insurance costs and can help insurance improve risk assessment and customer segmentation.